This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Today, the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration continues. We've got a great one for you. Between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In charge of the Cardinals, and his head coach, Jonathan Gannon. These guys just about set to go in this one. Across the field, the head coach of the Buccaneers. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Kate Scott, joined by my partner, Brock Hewers. It's going to be Chad Ryland to get us started. And away we go beneath the Florida heat. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of the win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Baker now from the gun. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. This one will not connect. That's incomplete. They are testing this coverage on the opening drive, but it's holding up so far. Third down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. He rolls to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by the 7th-year quarterback from Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
This just feels like a season so far off the rails, they can't even see the tracks anymore, Kate. Now the outlook is really 1 week at a time, trying to find that first win. Just got to get gritty and tough. If he's got to be the one, he sparks it for him.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Running back sent in motion. Here's Kyler to throw. Finds him over the middle. He's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. That's him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Ryland is good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, early momentum with that field goal.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll take the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again is Baker. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he'll get it up to the 27. We start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Not terribly complicated when you lose yards on a toss play. You know offensively you've got to set an edge and get downhill. Well, defensively, what you just saw, puncturing that edge and pursuing that for a loss.
Riley Dixon on the punt. Brought down before the return gets far. This game, Brock, all the games today and tonight, part of a busy week of football for all of us. The traditional 3 games on Thanksgiving Day. We had our Black Friday game a couple of days ago. All a part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, honoring a legendary football icon.
Yeah, legendary guy whose impact still is felt to this day. You know, these guys playing today, they all watch it just like you and me in the football world on Thursday and Friday. And they get their chance to go out and perform on a pretty darn special weekend.
On 2nd down, a run with Connor. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down.
Going on 1st down. Here's Murray. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Cardinals, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
The give right side to Connor. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
The pass. Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. A big loss on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. And that'll hit and get out of bounds. Left some meat on the bone with that one. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here's Baker. On the screen, this is White. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
From the gun, Mayfield. Hits him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie from Michigan, there that time. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. That one's good to Godwin. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Baker throwing again. Sends this to the end zone. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be...
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
3rd and long, Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Great, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Out of his own end zone, here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively they call that the camera play. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. To the air on 3rd and long. It's cut by Harrison. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Another throw coming from Murray. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Kyler with a chance to run it here. And he's going to line up in the red for this play, back at the 8. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, okay? Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Well, can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
You know, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Brought in left side by Godwin. And he He's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. The game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Mayfield with a blitz coming. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's down. Looks like they made a stop at the 46-yard line.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Gronk as they force this fourth down.
6 yards.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. They'll run for it with White. And this isn't going anywhere good. He's caught well behind that line of scrimmage, and they're going to be sent off after the turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Murray keeps it. Escapes the defender. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Yards on the play. That's good. Cardinals first down.
Connor here from the gun. Still has some space inside the 35. Hitting along the sideline there. Pickup of 9, so 2nd and 1 upcoming.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would.
Running for the marker on 2nd. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
3rd down.
They're trying to run it with Connor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Down at the 31.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The kick by Ryland is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mayfield now from the gun. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. The give now to White. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10, it's a gift to White. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. They run the counter with White. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Fighting on second with White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Again, this is White. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got first and goal. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. White finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers tie it in the final minute of the half. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Makes the connection to James Conner. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
First down.
First and 10, Murray. He's in trouble now, and the ball is out. Unfortunately, the Cardinals made it to that one first. They'll maintain possession.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Get some space around midfield. He's finally caught after a big 3rd down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So they get dings for the holding. You gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Chase step to his right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. The Cardinals out for the punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bucs getting their offense out there just before halftime. And clinging to this one-point lead, Brock. Probably don't want to risk too much here. First and 10, it's Mayfield. And drop this down, right. This gets forward to around the 29. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Baker now from the gun. Lofts it deep right side. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe 2 more snaps.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He's loaded another one up. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Hope you all had a very happy Turkey Day indeed as we wrap up John Madden's Thanksgiving celebration weekend. Let's roll. Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin with the reigning, defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And this is Xavier Gibson. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And here comes Derrick Henry. He'll find an opening and take it in. A 6-yard rushing touchdown. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is Dak Prescott finding his all-pro wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb. Middle of the end zone, touchdown. The Cowboys get it done. They win 17-9. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Arizona has the football first to start the third, and here comes its offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Murray here on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. All set now. First and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be second down.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Play action now, Murray. That's a man, that's Greg Dortch. And they hold him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll pick up with 17. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here's Murray. He's got it near the 10. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that play, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Again, it's Murray to throw. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Connor! And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw it. Vacates quickly left side. And they stop it. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. That play straight ahead. He's foray up the middle. That's about 3. Brought down by the 16th pick in this year's NFL draft. Tackle made by Walter Nolan. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. It's complete. This is Nguka. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Up the middle, here goes White. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
It's a big strike downfield to Nguka. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Irving on the inside give. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Mayfield will look to throw. And he's got it. It's in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Irving will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers grow their lead to 8.
14, Cardinals 6. Chase McLaughlin will kick off for the
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Jones. Looks away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Jonathan Gannon doing a last little bit of coaching here as the Cardinals return to the field. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Murray. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
He's going to be stopped right around the 37. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Play action now. Murray. Throwing the out route complete. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He fields it cleanly. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Mayfield to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane, and you couldn't do it on that one.
This is lofted deep down the middle. So the heave knocked away from the intended target and brings up 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now.
Dixon in formation for Tampa Bay.
Makes the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. On the move, hit it right. So we're through 3 here. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Connor on the inside give. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Right back to Connor. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Last one only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Murray on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still 3rd down.
After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. Gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Irving on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And now they're going to face 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. One's good to Godwin. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Bucs have the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Mayfield now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. So yardage run for White. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Dortch now to return it. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. This is Dortch working the right side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
First down. A gain of 22 yards.
Murray here on 1st down. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Wilson on the slant. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to the air, Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Throwing to the back of the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
That's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. Some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. It's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
He'll take this at the 10. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Throwing, Baker. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Down the field. Evans has it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
I'll toss it here to Irving. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. It's a 33-yard look from the right hand. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game, if you clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Kick the running back in motion. On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
A give to Wilson up the middle. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Murray. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here he is to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
13 yards on the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
17 more yards. That's another Cardinals.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first.
It's a gain of
And they are
17
quite
yards.
frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Another throw coming from Murray. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cardinals now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
If you get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, not in my house.
Same quarterback run here. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Drawn up front. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.